My parents were in the military, so I mean, I knew the lifestyle and I knew what it would be like here, and that's probably a big reason I chose to come here.
I came out here and took a tour and took a look at the place, and kind of on the way back, my dad was like, well, what do you think of this? And I thought, I'd really like to come here, and he was actually rather shocked to hear that, because actually kind of in high school I was always kind of a free spirit.
I wanted to show up in the morning, but I didn't want to show up in the morning. I didn't know what was going to happen. I didn't know who was going to be there, what I would feel at the end of the day, whether or not I'd want to be there at the end of the day.
We were all really surprised because everybody was really nice. They were all, giving you your name tags and getting you to, sign in and everything. Nobody was really mean to you.
If you got a question, just ask.
It's like, hey, maybe this won't be that bad.
Okay. Hey, welcome and good luck. Thank you.
Maybe they changed induction day or something like that.
Let me welcome you all to your Air Force Academy.
The very first thing we did was listen to a speech in a tent telling us roughly what we could expect.
Each and every one of you are here because you are fully qualified to strap this challenge on and graduate in 4 years. There's a bond that will be established over the next few years that'll stay with you for the rest of your life. So keep your sense of humor. A lot of funny things are going to happen to you over the next few years, but don't laugh on the outside, okay? Laugh on the inside.
Then we went through the AOG and got all of our identification and things, pencils and pens and stationery and things like that.
And so we were, walking along, going from station to station. It took a long time, stood in a lot of lines, and thought that was the worst of it. And so, we get in line again in front of these buses, and somehow in the back of my mind something was saying, like, bus ride is bad, bus ride is bad.
We got on the bus. I sat next to a boy who looked more terrified than I was.
We get up to the bus, and it's like, all right, we'll sit down, whatever. So, we're all sitting down there.
To proceed, please. Keep your hands on your lap, best you can.
Everything gets packed up. Yeah, and all hell breaks loose.
All eyes on me. Sit up straight.
Screaming at the top of his lungs, and by this time we're rolling to our voluntary imprisonment.
You will not speak unless spoken to.
It seemed like that was the purpose of their existence, was to make ours miserable. It's like our world just shattered into a million pieces.
You will respond with the following reporting statement. Sir or ma'am.
And the first thing that went through your mind was, I need to remember everything that they're saying. There's not going to be a second chance. If I screw up now, it's going to be the end of the world.
Have I made myself clear? Yes, sir!
At that time, you're just like, oh yeah, I do remember hearing about this. And I almost had to fight back a smile for a little bit, which unfortunately got me a lot more extra attention.
You have been smiling and looking around the whole time. When one of my cadre is looking and speaking to you, you will pay them the respect of looking at them back. Do you have a name?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Basic Cadet who? What is your name?
Basic Cadet Joseph Baldwin.
It was like a bucket of cold water on our faces. Nobody had any idea what to expect or how to react to this sort of yelling or anything like that.
My cadre and I are here to prepare you for the challenges you will face.
The interesting thing that I learned about from being a bus rider to being the person giving the speech on the bus was that I always was under the perception that the people that were yelling were the ones that just really didn't have anything better to do, and they were going to try to look a lot tougher than they really are, and they're just going to try to scare you, and there's really no reason to yell. Why are they doing this? This is stupid.
One day, you all will make decisions which will determine whether people live or die.
To a certain extent, it's part of tradition. That's why it's done. You got to have the bus ride to get to basic training. But I realized that you're in the military, and this was the first thing that was going to be different. And it wasn't going to be like your mom or dad talking to you, because you don't have your mom and dad anymore. You just have to rely on each other. When I said everyone, hands on your knees, sit up straight, but you better be at attention, just like that, everyone shot up, and I was like, wow, this really works, you know? I was like, amazing. At the point when I said, be proud to be here and know that when times get tough, look back, because these same people did the same thing and sat in the same seats that you're doing right now, and here we are standing in front of you guys today taking care of business. And it was at that point that it dawned on me that I was in charge of these people and I was responsible for them.
If you choose to take the path of mediocrity, do not insult the long blue line by exiting this bus.
It wasn't bad on the first day, but what we kept thinking, what kept running through our minds was, we're not even close to being done with this. And to make it even worse, 3 weeks from now we're going to be marching to Gax Valley and starting what's supposed to be the hardest thing in our lives and really beginning basic cadet training.
Get off my lawn!
I don't know. It just seemed like there was absolutely nothing to do. Nothing that we could do to control our lives again, and nothing could possibly prepare us for it.